everyone. It is Saturday, August the 5th, 2023. I am Doug, and it is time once again to Wordle. Now, before we get to our opening word, we have had an extraordinarily lucky set of days this week for the last 6 days, and so I'm going to take a very unusual step. Yesterday, of course, was Fearless Friday, where we play in hard mode. In the spirit of trying to find some additional challenge, we are going to extend hard mode to today's puzzle as well. So we're going to keep it on intentionally here on this Saturday the 5th to try and make things a little spicier since we've had so much fortune the last 6 days. And with that, we'll get an opening word. And we have here Paul Harden, 9731, writing in, "Hi, Doug. Way to push through your anxiety to get the solve in 5. Obviously, that was a few weeks back. How about brave for a starting word? All right, so we are going to be brave. We are going to continue, at least for today, playing in hard mode. And let's see what we get here with brave. Brave gets us an E in position and an A out of position. But again, in the spirit of trying to make some challenge here, create some excitement, we are going to play this in hard mode today. So no 5-letter evals, and we're going to need to use something that ends in E and has an A in it. I will say, talking it through, highly doubt, unless the word is algae, that the A is going to be in the 4th spot. Although, not for nothing, but maybe is sort of a weird E-Valley type thing. Algae might be a fun guess because we've tested now the letter A in the 3rd spot, and so there's only 3 places it can be, so algae would test the 1st and the 4th, so if both of those were to come up yellow, we'd at least know where the A is. We'll also get the L and the G tested, so I've kind of talked myself into algae here on this Saturday, so let's go ahead and put this in. I suppose it's theoretically the answer, so we'll ask, is the answer to today's puzzle the word algae? It lit up green, but the other letters did not. But here's so we get some good information. We know there's only one A in the word, since the second one is gray, and we know that A is right at the front. So we have A and E. The first word I think of is alive. We've tested the L and the V, so that's clearly not going to be it. Arise wouldn't work. We tested the R. I'm wondering what I do here. Do I try and sort out my mind what the best 2nd letter is or the best 4th letter? I think in this spot, at least the way my brain works, I try to look at what makes sense for the 2nd letter. Now, W is interesting. I immediately come to awake, but obviously that's not it. There's only one A. AT words, maybe. AY, probably not. AP would make me think about apple, but we tested the L. Let's see, AF, AD, adage, but it goes for tested the A and the G. AS, nothing jumps out at me. AZ, Azure, but we tested the R. AX, don't think so. AC, I don't see it, no pun intended. AN, don't think so, again. I'm wondering if we've got another vowel to look at. So we have I, O, and U. AM, I think of like amaze, but again, a lot of these things I'm coming up with are double A words, which we've ruled out. Interesting. So this is going to take me a bit to figure out. Just to get another guess, I have to find something that starts with A and ends with E, and it's realistic here. Okay. Let's see. What would make sense? I suppose it's possible that we could try something that we know isn't going to be the answer. No, that's right. I think with hard mode, you can't use... I believe the way that works is you can't use a letter that was gray in a subsequent guess. So we are going to have to come up with something. Okay. Awake. Can't do awake. I don't. Let's do a little visualization here. I wonder if we're looking at maybe... What about the I in the middle? I was thinking abide, arise, but that immediately made me think that maybe there's other words that have I in the middle. Then maybe this is what I'm looking for. Alive is out, arise is out, abide is out. Let's see. AW, no. AC, no. Anime? Anime couldn't be it, could it? Maybe? Anime? I suppose it's possible that anime could be the answer. Aside. Oh, aside. Aside would work too. So I'm at aside in anime here. I'll be honest, I would be very surprised between aside and anime if anime was the answer. But we've been surprised before. When we get into the business of trying to think, well, what's a New York Times word? So my brain, my common sense says go with aside. The Doug wants, in his heart wants to try anime. And I don't want to waste guesses, so I think we go with aside here. And the more I look at it, I think that's really good. I think we're going to go with aside. And I got a funny feeling that's it. And if it's not, we're probably going to light the eye up and then we're going anime, right? So let's go with this. So here we go. Let's ask, is the answer to today's puzzle the word aside? No, it's not. Oh, but look at this. We have a D locked into position now. The plot thickens, right? And I think what you've got to do here is look at a different vowel. So I don't think the double E makes sense. Let's just do a visualization here. I don't feel that makes a lot of sense to me. It's gonna be obviously E, O, or U in third spot. I'm pretty confident in that assessment. I don't like the E. Let's try O. So the first thing, abode, comes to mind, but we tested the B in brave, so it's not that. I don't see anything else that makes sense. Oh, anode. A-N-O-D-E is a possibility. Boy, that would be a $5 word to be sure. But we're down to 3 guesses, so there's not a lot of messing about here that we can do. Before we settle on anode, A-N-O-D-E, let's look at U-D-E. I don't see anything jumping out at me here. I don't feel good about that. No, I think we're going with A-N-O-D-E. I think that's what I'm going to settle on here. Let's give it a go. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word anode? Yes, it is. There we go. Splendid. All right, there's a little excitement there. Got it in 4. Took a little time to riddle it out, but we got there. All right. So there you go. You never know what you're going to get with Wordle, and I guess turning on the hard mode provided us with that little additional challenge today. So good times had by all. Thank you once again, everyone, for watching. Just a side note, in case you weren't aware, we also play the game Connections, also from the New York Times game section, each and every day. So check that out if you haven't done so already. And, of course, I do hope everyone has a good weekend, and we'll see you tomorrow for some more Wordle.